What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to run Facebook ads for a gym. So without further ado, let's get straight into the action. So the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously be inside of your ads manager. This is a demo account, so I don't have everything set up like my Pixel and my Facebook and Instagram accounts. But for your account, you want to make sure your Pixel is set up properly, and you want to make sure that your Facebook and your Instagram accounts are connected. So the first thing we're going to do is press this green create button. And what we're going to do is either select a leads or a sales campaign, depending on the conversion location of your ad. So whether you want them to come in and pay when they get there, or if you want them to pay online, is going to determine if you're going to do leads or sales, right? So if you just want people to see the ad and then they're going to come in, you might want to go with a leads campaign. But if they're expected to make the payment online after seeing your ad, then we might want to go with a sales campaign. So let's just do a sales campaign. Select continue. I always like to do a manual campaign. Create one gym. We're going to name the campaign first as always, and let's call it sales. So L1 is just signifying that this is a prospecting campaign, meaning that these ads are being shown to cold traffic or people who are not familiar with us. If this was L2, it would signify that it was a retargeting campaign or a campaign that is being shown to people who have interacted with us in some way in the past. And sales, rather gym, just because this is what I'm running my ads for in this example. So if you were the actual gym owner, you could probably be a bit more specific on what the campaign is for, whether it's, for a free 3-day pass or whatever your offer is, but you would put that one in the middle and then sales because that is the objective of the campaign. So what we're looking at right now is the campaign level. If you look to the left-hand side, you'll see that there is an ad set level and also an ad level. You can tell you're on the ad set level because it will be highlighted, but also because there's 4 squares on the ad set level and the ad level only has 1 square. So when you duplicate these and you end up changing the names, you'll always know which one is which. But going back to the campaign, the only thing we're doing on the campaign level is simply just changing the name. Now we can go to the bottom right-hand corner and select next. It's going to take us to the ad set level. Now that we're on the ad set level, again, we want to change the name. For the ad sets, we always name the ad sets the name of the audience that we're targeting. Since we don't know the audience that we're targeting yet, we're just going to leave that blank for now. Going down to conversion location, you can select whether for a gym, it's either going to be on the website, maybe you have an app, but probably not, or it's going to be calls. So you might want people to call you straight from the ad, or you might want people to be taken to a specific website to get more information. That is completely up to your gym model. Going down to performance goal, you want to maximize the number of conversions. Select your pixel, make sure you have your pixel set up. Conversion event, same thing, make sure your events are properly set up. Let's just say for the sake of this example, it's purchase. And again, this is a demo account that I'm using. Going down to daily budget. So for this strategy, we're going to have 3 different ad sets at least $20 per day. So you can do more, you can do less, but I would recommend at least $20 a day to initially start testing, just because $20 a day per ad set over the course of 3 to 5 days gives you a fair amount of data to be able to analyze to make a proper decision if something is working or if something isn't. Start date and end date. I typically never set an end date just because I'm in the ads manager every day. So there's really no need for me to, but if you feel like you might forget and you don't want to overspend, then you can set an end date. Going down to audience controls, this is important, right? So now we are going to locations. And right now the location that is set is United States. I am in the United States, but my gym is obviously it's if I'm in the United States, my gym would be in the United States, but I don't want to show my ads to everybody in the United States because somebody in California is not going to come to my gym that's in New Jersey, right? So I want to narrow down this location because I only want to show my ads, my gym ads to the people who are in the proximity to actually be able to come to my gym, right? So let's just type in somewhere in Jersey since I mentioned that. Newark, New Jersey. So, right, we have Newark, New Jersey, plus a 25-mile radius, right? And for this first ad set, the only thing we're going to do is test a broad location, which is exactly what we have right here. Newark, New Jersey, plus 25-mile radius. And that's it. So we're going to go back up. And now we can name this ad set Newark 25. Whoops. 25-mile radius. And now we can select next because for this first ad set, the only thing that we're doing is targeting this location. So that means everybody in Newark and a 25-mile radius is going to see the ads for this gym. And 25 miles might be a bit too much. If you want, you could bring this down to 15 or to 10 or to whatever you want, however you think is an appropriate distance for somebody to travel to your gym. The better your gym is, the more likely people will travel from farther. So just keep that in mind. But once you have that in, we're going to press next on the bottom right, and it's going to take us to the ad level. So for the ad name, let's just call it video one, but you can name your ad anything you want that just so when you see it, you know which video or which ad you're using, right? Whatever you need to name it. So when you see it, you instantly recognize what video or what image is being run is perfectly fine. But for this strategy, every ad is going to be exact same. So everything in this ad level, we're only going to have to do it once because we're going to duplicate it 2 more times. So you're only going to have to do this 1 time. And the reason why everything is going to be the same is because for the strategy, we are testing the audiences, right? So in order for us to properly test the audiences, that means everything else has to be the exact same. So when we see a difference in results, we know that these results are different strictly due to the difference in the audiences, right? So if we have a different audience plus a different ad video, we're not going to be able to determine if the results are different because of the audience or if it's because of the ad video. And it would be vice versa if we were testing the ads, but we're not, we're testing the audiences. So keep that in mind. All of the ads are going to be exactly the same. We're only testing the audiences in this strategy. So once you have your ad name set up, we're going to go down to identity and we're going to make sure that your Facebook page and make sure that your Instagram account is connected. Going down to creative source, manual upload, going down to format, single image or video. And now going down to add creative, this is where we can add our image or video. It's right here, add image, add video. This is where you add your copy. And this is where you add your headline. So I have videos on this channel covering how to create high converting ad videos, how to write high converting ad copy, and how to create high converting headlines. So I'm not going to waste time going over those again. But what I will say about the headline is just make sure that your biggest benefit is in the headline because some people may skip your whole ad and only see the headline. So if that's what they do, make sure they're seeing the biggest benefit that they could possibly get. Going down to call to action, you can select which call to action you want, book now, buy now, contact us, whichever call to action, sign up, shop now, whichever call to action works for you. I typically end up using learn more a lot of the times, but it depends on your business. Now going down to destination, right? This is where we're going to have our website URL and whatever that link is, you'll just paste it right here. And then we will be good to go. So you guys see down here, your Meta Pixel is not active because mine is not. This is a demo account, but yours will be. So now what we're going to do next is go back to the first ad set that we did, and we're going to hit the 3 dots on the right-hand side, go to the action menu, and quick duplicate. Now, as you can see, it not only duplicated the ad set, but it duplicated the ad level as well, which is what I meant when I said you're only going to have to do it one time, the ad level one time, because everything is going to be the same. So we can just quickly duplicate that and you don't have to do any additional work there. So now all we have to do is change this and go back down and insert a new audience, right? So our gym is located in Newark, so we're always going to leave that alone. For all three of the different ad sets, the location is going to be Newark plus a 25-mile radius. Now, going down to Advantage plus audience, we are going to switch to original audience options, use original audience, and now we're going to add an additional interest on top of the location of Newark and a 25-mile radius, right? So what we like to do always when we are trying to find different interests to target is use our 3-layer targeting strategy, which is the first layer being something that is directly related to your product or your service. The second layer is something that is closely related to your product or your service. And the third layer is something that your ideal clients or prospects are also interested in. When you do that, you give yourself the best chance of finding people who are actually interested in what you have to offer. So what is something, let's start with layer one first. What is something that is directly related to our product or our service, which in this case is a gym and working out, right? So physical fitness, right? Physical fitness is literally directly related to our product or our service. So let's select physical fitness. Now we can go back to the top, Newark, 25-mile radius, and we can add physical fitness. So now the only people that will see this ad are people who are in Newark or a 25-mile radius and are also interested in physical fitness, not one or the other. It has to be both. And that's the only thing we're doing for this ad set because everything else is going to stay the same. We're just changing that audience. And now we can hit the action menu, hit those 3 dots, and we can quickly duplicate it one more time. And again, skip this out because we're going to be changing the audience. Now, we did the first layer for the last ad set. Now let's try the second layer, which is something closely related to your product or your service. Now let's try something like Gymshark, right? So if you guys work out, then you know that this is a very popular gym brand. Actually, this is a small audience, but Gymshark is a very popular apparel brand for people who like to work out. If this audience was bigger, I would use it, but let's try something else. So I saw this before. How big is LA Fitness? 2 million. How big is this audience? So this is a bit bigger, right? So something that is closely related to our gym is another gym, right? Because they're both gyms. And people who are interested in LA Fitness are interested in working out. So if that's the case, we might be able to get them to come to our gym if we have a good offer and we have good amenities, good services, and all of that good stuff. So let's go back to the top and rename it LA Fitness. So now people have to be in Newark or a 25-mile radius, and they have to be interested in LA Fitness. So you guys could have used any of those other interests as well, right? So when we're running these campaigns, testing is always a constant. Testing never stops. So when you're done testing these 3, you can use our 3-layer targeting system to find even more interest for you to test to find more winning audiences. So once you have this, you guys will be ready to go. You'll have 3 ad sets with 3 different audiences. Remember, all the ads are going to be the exact same. $20 a day at least. You can go more or less depending on your own budget, but that's just what I recommend. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, you can select publish. Facebook will review your ads, and if they say they're good, then they will be good to go and your ads will start running and be spending money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video.